To understand these principles, you need to understand the substance we fly in. Air. Birds, balloons, and fighter jets all fly in the sea of air we call our atmosphere. Gravity holds the atmosphere to the Earth, the same way it holds you to the ground. Since we live in it and can't see it, it's easy to forget that air has weight and substance, and that it flows and has pressure, just like water does. If you happen to be at sea level, you're carrying around about the weight of a compact car on your shoulders. You don't feel it because you're supported by equal air pressure on all sides. And if you dive to the bottom of the swimming pool, you can feel the pressure increase. Well, it's the same with air. Pressure increases at the bottom because there's more stuff on top. But the light bulb really goes on once you understand how the air and a wing work together.
But then there's a moment that it all comes together, and I think prior to that moment, where you're putting the aspects of flying together, seems the hardest on you at that time. Because you understand this and you understand that, and but then how do they correlate? And then finally, at one moment, you see why at a certain speed, suddenly total lift is possible.
Air is up.
John Travolta's been flying since he was 16.
Off and retracted.
He's logged over 4,000 hours since then and now flies his own Learjet, Gulfstream II, and a Canadian fighter jet back and forth to shooting locations.
Cabin's climbing.
He gets asked a lot of questions about how lift works.
People ask me continually, I don't understand how a plane that heavy can get in the air. And then I always tell them to, when they're driving, you know, at least 30 miles an hour, if it's safe to do so, roll down your window, stick your hand out.
This is something that every child has done who has at least thought about lift. When I thrust my hand out the window and turned my hand down like this and deflected some air, it forced my hand up.
The air flows faster over the top of your hand than it does under the bottom, just like it does over a bird or plane wing.
And by cambering it, in other words, giving it a shape of this bird's wing, for example, where you have some curvature in it, you can get even a sensation of more lift.